Okay, so now we're going to do some slightly more complex modeling. We did sort of basic extrudes last time to make a basic bottle form. Now we'll kind of build on that. So let's start with a square or rectangle. So we'll just build a rectangle that fits into this profile. Then we're going to take and add some rounded edges. And if we want to use the same tool again, we can just hit return and it will reinvoke the circle. Again, selecting tangent. The tangent just makes sure that it's attaching itself to the edges of the rectangle. I want these to intersect with each other. And I'm making them all different sizes on purpose. So hit return, select tangent. One last one. Hit return. Okay, so now we've got four circles here. Hit return again to exit the circle tool. And now we're going to use trim, which we had used in a previous piece. We're going to select all of these objects. Hit return. And then we'll start trimming pieces. So we're trimming the interiors. Maybe we'll blow this up. Trimming these outside corners. And so basically it's trimming to the point where it intersects with the other shape. So this is where I drew the circle. That's the point of intersection or the tangent, and so it's trimming to that tangent. Okay, now that I have everything, it looks like, I can turn off my guides just to make sure. Good. And just hit return to apply it. And now we want to use join. And we're just going to go around selecting these curve segments. And as we do, they join one line to the next until we have a complete closed curve. Okay. Go back to the 4-panel view. Now we're going to extrude curve. And let's say 5 inches. So you can see we're getting a slightly more interesting shape now. We got different radiuses. The simple extrusion. And now what I want to do is I want to do sort of a subtract something from the surface. So I'm going to take a rectangle. I'm going to do a rounded rectangle this time. And I'm trying to make it 1 inch wide. And then this is giving it a radius. That looks pretty good. I think the one thing I want to do is center this. I'm going to extrude this again, except I'm going to extrude it, let's say 4 inches. Okay. I'm going to lift it up. Try and find about center. Looks pretty good. Okay. Now, if we go to this view, again, we can use this tool to get this back where we want it. Okay, now we're going to use a Boolean2Objects. We're going to select these two objects. And then now you can basically click through and you'll see the three possible outcomes. So the first click, we're subtracting the big object from the small object, and it's leaving this one little piece. The second is the piece on the outside. And the third is the cut. This is the one we want, so we're going to hit return. That applies that change, right? So now I've got this little cut in the surface. Good. Okay, now we're going to use the fillet tool. So we'll fillet edge. We're going to go all the way around. And then hit return. Okay. So we can do the same thing on the bottom. Hit return again. Okay,